Good day everyone. So for today's discussion, mag-discuss ko about methods of solving differential equation of first order and first degree. So naalay duha ka methods nga akong i-discuss. First, ang separable variables of DE. Then second is ang homogeneous solution. So first is variable separable. So if by algebraic process may be written in the form of m1 x dx plus n1 y dy is equals to 0, where m1 and n1 are functions of one variable as indicated, we say that the variables have been separated, in this case by integration, so we obtain the general solution. Variable separable basically is all terms containing x and y must be grouped with dx and dy respectively. So variable kay iyang pasabot kay tanan x must be grouped with in terms of dx, then tanan y must be grouped in terms of dy. That's why ginatawag siya variable separable, kay gina-separate nimo ang x dx sa y dy. So after nimo na siya ma-separate, proceed din ka sa integration. So muna siyang integral of m1 x dx plus integral of n1 y dy is equals to c, which is c is an arbitrary constant. So if mag-integrate ka, nagyo na siya always plus c, the arbitrary constant. Next, so by the way, there are two types of solution in variable separable of DE. First is the general solution. General solution states that if makita nimo ang value sa arbitrary constant which is c, ang general solution is if dili nimo makita ang value ni c which is the arbitrary constant, ginatawag na siya og general solution. But if makita nimo ang value ni c, ginatawag na siya og particular solution. So let's proceed sa example para mas masabtan. And by the way, i-discuss lang na ako ning upat ka natural logarithmic rules. Kay gamit kayo ni siya sa ako ang mga sunod nga example. So first is ang product rule. So if makakita kag ln of x multiplied by 1 is pwede ra na nimo can be written as ln of x plus ln of y, vice versa. So if makakita po kag ln of x plus ln of y, pwede ra na nimo ma-write as ln of x multiplied by y. Then quotient rule is ln of x over y is just equal sa ln of x minus ln of y. Then reciprocal rule is ln of 1 over x is just equal sa negative ln of x. Then the power rule is ln of x to the power of y is just equal sa y multiplied sa ln of x. So next, so akong gibutangan og step-by-step process ang pag-solve sa separable variables of DE. So to solve separable variables of DE, ang step 1 nato nga buhaton is first, need nato i-separate ang x in terms of dy and y in terms of dy. Separate x in terms of dx and y in terms of dy. Then, pag ma-separate na nato siya, need nato i-integrate, which is munang step 2. Step 3 is find the value of c para makuha nato tong particular solution. If di na to makita ang value ni c, so makakonclude na ta nga general solution na lang na siya. Then step 4 is substitute the value of c from the equation found in step 2. So if ma-solve na nato ma-integrate na nato tong equation, pwede na din nato i-substitute o makita na din natong value ni c, pwede na din nato i-substitute si c sa answer aning step 2. So next is example number 1. Solve the equation y prime is equals sa 2y over x. So y prime can be written as dy over dx. In this equation, wala pa na separate ang y in terms of dy and x in terms of dx. So to separate, pwede rin nato i-cross multiply. So, pwede rin nato i-write og dy over dx is equal sa 2y over x, then cross multiply, makakuha tag dy over 2y is equal sa dx over x. Then, so manata sa step 1 na separate na nato ang y in terms of dy and x in terms of dx. Next step is integrate. Integral of dy over 2y is equals to integral of dx over x. So since 1/2 is constant, pwede na nato siya maipagawas sa integration. So 1/2 integral of dy over y is equal sa integral of dx over x. Then using the integral formula nga, integral of 1 over x dx is equal sa ln of x plus c. So, in this equation, makakuha tag 1/2 ln of y is equals to ln of x plus c. Then, to eliminate 1/2, we can multiply this equation to 2. So, cancel out ang 1/2, then remaining ln of y is equals to 2 ln of x plus c. From the previous discussion, from the previous slide, this equation is muna siyang katong power rule sa logarithmic. So, muna siyang y ln of x can be written into ln of x to the power of y. So, in this equation, ang 2 is y. So, ln of x can be raised to 2. That is why ln of y is equals to ln of x to the power of 2 plus c. Then, we can eliminate ln by raising it to e. So, e raised to the power of ln of y is equals to e raised to the power of ln x squared plus c. Then, so, using exponential nga rule, we can eliminate this. Then, ang mabilin is y is equals to y bilin is y is equals to, by the rule sa exponential, ln x squared is multiplied to e raised to the power of c. So, y anything raised to the power of e to the power of ln is y is just equal sa kung unsa tong sulod nga variable ni ln. So, x squared, then e raised to the power of c is just equals to c. So, it's just equals to c. So, we can rewrite this equation using y is just equals to c x squared. Since wala tay value nga constant ni c, this solution is ginatawag ni siya og general solution. C is undefined, so ginatawag ni siya og general solution. So next, therefore, y is equals to cx squared is a general solution of dE since walay value si c. Next is Another example, solve the equation 1 plus x to the power of 2 dy dx plus xy is equals to 0. Solution. First is need na to i-separate ang x in terms of dx and y in terms of dy. So, we can rewrite this pwede na natin siya i-write para mas masabtan sa 1 plus x squared dy over dx plus xy is just equals to 0. So, we can multiply. First, pwede na to i-multiply kani nga equation sa dx. So, ma-eliminate si dx. Kung i-multiply nato ni siya into dx. dx. So, sa kaning equation, ma-eliminate si dx, then, plus xy dx. So, muna ni siya, 1 plus x squared dy plus xy dx. After that, pwede rin nato i-rewrite, since sa equation man is, pwede rin nato i-rewrite nga, xy dx plus 1 plus x to the power of 2 dy is equals to 0. Next is to separate variables x in terms of dx then y in terms of dy. Pwede nato i-divide ni nga equation into y plus 1 plus x squared. So, multiply xy dx plus 1 plus x to the power of 2 dy is equals to 0 over 1 over y plus 1 plus x squared. So, ang mabilin, kung i-multiply nato ni or i-divide nato ning equation xy dx over y plus 1x squared, ang mabilin is makancel out si y. Ang mabilin is x dx over 1 plus x squared. Then, kung divide nato ni nga equation sa kaning 1 plus x to the power of 2 dy over y plus x squared, is ang mabilin cancel out si 1 plus x squared. 1 plus x squared, ang mabilin is dy over y is equals to 0. So, by integrate, so na-separate na nato si x in terms of dx and y in terms of dy. So, by integration, step 2, we obtain integral of x dx over 1 plus x squared plus integral of dy over y is equals to 0. Next, first, isolve nato ang integral of x dx over 1 plus x squared. So, ilet nato ang u is equal sa denominator, which is 1 plus x squared. Then, derivative of u over dx, derivative of u in terms of dx is just equal sa 2x. So, i-derive nato ni si u in terms sa x, which is 2x. Then, kwaon nato si du. Ang mabilin, du is just equals to 2x dx. So, this equation can be written as du over u. Pero ang value ni du is 2x dx. Well, kani x dx. So, if magbutang tag 2 diri, mahimo na siyang 2x dx. Then, ipagawas na to si 2. Ang equivalent niya is reciprocal ni 2. So, 1/2. Then, nakita na nato ang value ni du, which is 2x dx. Then, afterwards, i-integrate nato si du over u. So, integral of du over u is just equal sa substitute nato ang value ni du ug u. So, since napagawas na nato ning constant nga 2, which is kaning 1/2, reciprocal ni 2, 1/2. So, ang mabili na lang is x dx over 1 plus x squared. Alright, 1 plus x squared. So, 1/2 integral du over u is using the formula nga sa integral sa integral na integral of 1 over x dx is just equal sa ln of x. Ln of x plus c. So, integral sa du over u is just equal sa ln of u plus c, which is ang imuhang u, substitute din nato, ang imuhang u is equal sa 1 plus x to the power of 2. So, pagawas na to si constant, 1/2 ln 1/2 times ln plus x squared plus ang kanina din nga equation, dy over y is just equal sa ln of y. So, muna nakakuha kag ln of y is equals to c or just plus c. Then next, simplify. So, since diri nga equation, both x and both y is naa sa ln nga form, so we can multiply this. We can simplify this using sa product rule. So, since naka-add man ni siya, pwede nato ni siya i-multiply as sa pagsulat. So, atong equation is 1/2 ln of 1 plus x squared x squared one-half ln 1 plus x squared plus ln of y is equals to c. So, using logarithmic rule, if maka-remember mo sa katong previous nga slide sa power rule is y multiplied sa ln x can be written as ln of x raised to the power of y. So, pwede rin nato siya ma-write as raised to the power of 1/2 kaning ln 1 plus x squared raised to the power of 1/2 or square root of ln 1 plus x squared. Then, using product rule, ang summation sa ln square root of x squared plus 1 plus ln of y is equals to c. Pwede rin nato ni siya mausa ang duha. So, ln of y square root of x to the power of 2 plus 1 is equals to c. Then, since both terms is naka-ln, ang x ug y naka-ln, so pwede nato ni siya i-raise to the power of e. E to the power of ln y multiplied square root of x squared plus 1 is equals to e to the power of c. So, makancel out ang e ln, ang mabilin y square root of x to the power of 2 plus 1 is equals to anything nga e to the power of c is just equals to c. So, ang imuhang equation na dayon is c is equals to y square root of x squared plus 1. Muna siya imong answer na dayon. Since c is not defined also, we can conclude that this solution is a general solution. So this equation is a general solution. Next example is 2x y plus 1 dx minus y dy is equals to 0 where naay value na sa x. X is equals to 1 and y is equals to 0. So, step 1 to solve the equation is first separate this equation by dividing the equation with y plus 1. So, divide 2x y plus 1 over y plus 1 is makancel out si y plus 1. So, ang mabilin 2x dx. Then, minus y dy over y plus 1. Ang mabilin is y dy over y plus 1. So, muna siya. 2x y plus 1 dx. Divide by y plus 1. Cancel out si y plus 1. Mabilin 2x dx. Minus y dy over y plus 1. So, na-separate na nato ang x in terms of dx and y in terms of dy. Next step is integrate. So, this equation can be written as 2x dx is equals sa y dy over y plus 1. Then, 2 is constant, so ipagawas nato siya. 2 integral of x dx is equals to integral of y dy over y plus 1. So, next is integration. So, kung mag-integrate ta ani x dx, x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1. So, ang solution sa integral of x dx is where ang imong exponent is 1. By default, naka 1 na siya. So, x plus 1 ay x to the power of 1 plus 1. So, by the definition sa iyahang formula, over 1 plus 1. So, 2x squared over 2. So, we can eliminate 2. Ang mabilin, x squared na lang. So, integral of 2 integral of x dx is just equal sa x squared. Next, ang integral aning y dy over y plus 1. So, integral of y dy over y plus 1 is, pwede rin nato siya i-same ang denominator sa numerator. So, mag-add lang ta og plus 1 minus 1. So, y plus 1 minus 1 is just equals ra gyapon na siya sa y. Okay, 1 minus 1 is just equals sa 0, diba? So, in this equation, pwede ra ni nato siya ma-separate dayon. Y plus 1 over y plus 1 dy minus integral of dy over y plus 1. So, mana ni siya. X squared is equals sa, ang answer na din ani, integral of y plus 1 integral of y plus 1 over y plus 1 dy is just equals sa 1. So, integral of dy is just equals sa y minus integral sa dy over y plus 1 is from the integral formula sa dx over x is just equals sa ln of x plus c. Plus c. So, in this case, ang atuang value sa x is y plus 1. So, ang mahitabo na din, ang integral sa dy over y plus 1 is just equal sa negative ln y plus 1 plus c. So, this will be, dili na nato ni ma-eliminate sa ln since ang naalang may ln is ang in terms of y lang man. So, ayara natong ma-eliminate ang ln if ang x is naka-ln pod o ang y naka-ln. So, in this case, muni siya ang atuang general solution. General solution. Since walay value si c. But remember, sa atuang given, na ay value si x o y. So, x is equal sa 1, y is equal sa 0. So, in this case, substitute lang nato. Find step 3 na din ta. Since na-integrate na nato siya, find the value of c where x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 0. So, in this equation, x squared is equals to y minus ln y plus 1 plus c. So, substitute nato ang value ni x. Value ni x is 1. 1 raised to the power of 2 is equal sa value ni y 0 minus ln value ni y 0 plus 1 then plus c, which is the arbitrary constant. So, 1 raised to 2 is just equal sa 1. Just equal sa 1. Then 0 ln of 1, 0 plus 1, ln of 1 is just equal sa 0. So, ang imong equation is mahimong 1 is equal sa 0 minus 0 is 0 plus c. So, the value of c in this equation is 1. Then, substitute din nato ang value ni c sa equation nga nakuha nato sa step 2, which is muni siyang step 2, diba? Muning general solution. So, substitute nato diri sa x squared is equals to y minus ln y plus 1 plus c, which is ang c is equals to 1. So, muna ni siya. X squared is equals to y minus ln y plus 1 plus c, which is 1. So, muna ni siya. then, since nakita na nato ang value ni C, this equation is called partial solution. Since C is defined. So, muna siya ang kalainan sa general solution o partial solution. General solution basically is wala ni mo nakita si C. Then, partial solution is nanakay value ni C. So, basically, makita lang nimo ang value ni C if sa imuhang given is naay value ang X o ang Y. So, makita po nimo ang value ni C. So, example number 4. X to the power of 2 plus 2 times Y is equals to X power of X times Y to the power of 4 plus 3 Y prime. So, where X is equals to 1, Y is equals to 1. So, sa kani pala nga equation, kabalo na ta nga makita nato ang value ni C. So, naa dapat tay general solution o partial solution. So, pwede ninyo i-post ang kanisa nga video din. Mga 5 minutes then try to solve it on your own kung makuha ba ninyo. So, ato na ning isolve nga equation. Step 1. As you remember, step 1 is separate the x in terms of dx and y in terms of dy. So, unsaon na to pag-separate C? Ato na lang i-write as x squared para mas dali plus 2 multiplied by y is equals to x y to the power of 4 plus 3 y prime can be written as dy over dx. So, if you multiply this equation by dx, makakuha ka og x squared plus 2 y dx is equals to x dy x dy. Since makancel out si kuan, kung i-multiply mo si dx, makancel out na rin nga equation si dx. So, mabili na lang x dy times y to the power of 4 plus 3. So, pwede pa nimo ni siya mag-group by dividing this equation sa, so, i-group na nimo ang x in terms x and y in terms of dy. So, kung mag-divide ka diri og y, makancel out si y. So, y. Kung mag-divide ka diri og x, makancel out si x. So, ang mabili na lang din ang mga y terms. So, kung sa whole equation, mag-divide ka sa ilaha og x og y or yx, ang mabili na lang ani is x squared plus 2 over x squared plus 2y dx divide by y x is just equals to x dx. Then, sa second nga equation, x dy times y to the power of 4 plus 3 divide by xy. So, makancel out si x. Ang mabilin, y to the power of 4 plus 3 then y dy. So, we can simplify or pwede nato ni ma-decompose ng equation. So, integral, since na-group naman nato siya, proceed na ta sa step 2, which is the integration. Step 2 is integration. So, as you have so, kung inyong manotice, x squared plus 2 is pwede ni nato siya i-decompose. So, integral of x squared over x plus integral of 2 over x dx is equals sa, i-decompose po nato ni siya, integral of y to the power of 4 over y dy plus integral of 3 over y dy. So, inganin na siya pag-write. Integral of atong i-decompose tong equation, x squared over x dx plus integral of 2 over x actually, pwede na ito ipagawa si constant. So, mahimo siyang dx over x is equals sa integral of y to the power of 4 y to the power of 4 over y dy plus, pwede na ito mapagawa si 3 ang constant, integral of dy over y. So, to simplify this equation, diba, x squared over x is, pwede na lang na siya mahimong x dx plus 2 hindi na lang para mas dali. So, this equation can be written as mawalang isa ka x, so ang mabilin is x na lang. X dx na lang. So, kani, same lang gyapon, 2 integral of dx over x is equal sa mawalang isa ka y, ang mabilin y cube na lang. Y cube dy. So, integral of x dx plus 2 integral of dx over x is equals to integral of y cube dy plus 3 integral of dy over y. So, integral of x dx is just equal sa x squared over 2 plus 2 integral sa dx over x is ln of x is equals to integral sa y cubed dy is y 4 over 4 plus 3 integral sa dy over y is ln of y plus c. So now, if mangutana mo, if pwede na to ma-combine or ma-simplify pa nga form using logarithmic rule nga product rule, since pag i-transpose ni natong 3 ln of y diri sa pikas nga side, so may mo siyang 2 ln of x minus 3 ln of y, so pwede pa ni siya ma-simplify into product rule. Pero this equation is dili na ni siya ma-simplify since ang kaning x term diri o y term is not written in ln of since this x term o kaning y term diri, kaning x squared to the power of 2 y to the power of 4 over 4 is not written in ln, so muna ni siya ang iyang general solution. So this equation is now its general solution. And as you remember, sa iyahang given, naana siya given sa x and y, so makita nato ang value ni c. So next step is step 3. Step 3. Find value of c, where value of x is 1 and y is 1. So sa iyang equation, sa general solution is x squared, substitute lang nato ang value ni x o value ni y sa kaninga equation sa general solution. So x squared over 2 plus 2 ln of x is equals to y to the power of 4 over 4 plus 3 ln of y plus c. So substitute, may mo siyang 1 squared over 1 plus 2 ln of 1 is equals to 1 to the power of 4 over 4 plus 3 ln of 1 plus c. So 1 to the power of 2 over 1 is just equals to 1. Then 2 ln 1 is 0 multiplied by 2, 0 ra gyapon. So 1 to the power of 4 over 4 is just equals to 1/4. I mean 2 day ni siya. So, may mo siyang 1/2. This is 2. So, may mo ni siyang 1/2. Then, 3. ln of 1 is equals to 0. Multiplied by 3 is 0 ragyapon. So, plus c. So, ang mabilin is 1/2 is equals to 1/4 plus c. So, to find the value of c, transpose lang nimo ang 1/4 dito sa pikas nga side. So, mahimong 1/2 minus 1/4. So, ang answer is c is just equals to 1/4. So, the next step is nakita na nato ang value ni C. Ang next step is substitute nato ang value ni C sa general solution. So, step 4. Substitute value of C to the general solution nga atong nakita. General solution found on step 2. So, unsa ganitong general solution ni step 2? So, muna siya x squared plus 2. X squared over 2 plus 2 ln of x is equals to y to the power of 4 over 4 plus 3 ln of y plus the value of c. So, the partial solution is, yan na lang ako, x to the power of 2 over 2 plus 2 ln of x is equals to y to the power of 4 over 4 plus 3 ln of y ln of y plus, and then the plus c, which is 1/4. So, this equation is muna din ni imuhang particular solution. So, iyan na lang kasayon ang mag-solve sa DE using variable separable. So, I think nasabta na ang variable separable. Mag-proceed na punta sa homogeneous solution. So, proceed na ta sa second method to solve differential equation, which is kani homogeneous solution. So, katong separable variable, separation of variable is basically, kato siya, pwede, applicable lang to siya if ma-separate nimo ang x and y in terms of dx and dy respectively. Pero, if ang mga equation nga dili ma-separate ang x in terms of dx ug ang y in terms of dy, so pwede ka maggamit og homogeneous solution given na by the definition itself nga a differential equation is said to be homogeneous DE if every term has the same degree. It is degree. So pwede lang pud nimo ma-solve using homogeneous solution ang differential equation if ang ilahang degree is same. So, m of x and y dx plus n of x and y dy is equals to 0. Then, if m is simpler, use x is equals to vy. Then, derivative of x is equals to v dy plus y dv using. Then, if n is simpler, use y is equals to vx. Then, derivative of y is equals to v dx plus x dv. So maghatag tag naagya po ni siya duha ka types sa solution. Same sa separable variables katong separation of variables katong general solution o particular solution. So maghatag tag example para mas masabtan. So example number 1. X to the power of 2 minus xy plus y to the power of 2 dx minus xy dy. So is equals to 0. So in this example, lisod ma-separate ang x in terms of dx ug ang y in terms of dy. Pero ang atong na-notice is based sa iyahang definition nga dapat kung dili nimo ma-separate ang x in terms of dx ug ang y in terms of dy, pero ang degree sa equation is same, which is kani x to the power of 2, so na siya degree nga 2, x to the power of 1, then y to the power of 1. So by rule sa addition ay multiplication of exponent, ang iyang rule ana sa multiplication of exponent is i-add lang nimo ang duha niya ka exponent. So x to the power of 1, y to the power of 1 is just equals to 2. So same na sila, same sila degree. Then y to the power of 2 is same gyapon 2 ang degree. Then x to the power of 1 times y to the power of 1. So 1 plus 1 is just equals to 2. So in this equation kani siya same na sila og degree. So it can be solved using homogeneous since same sila og degree tanan. Then you can set this as, diba, na siya m x to the power of y dx plus n x to the power of y dy. So ang dx is m, this is m, and kaning dy is n. So in this equation, ang masayon isolve is kaning n. So n is simpler. So using sa kani siya nga solution, n is simpler, so y is equals to vx. Y is equals to vx then derivative of y is equals v dx x dv. V dx plus x dv. So, ang next nimo buhaton is na-identify na nimo kung kinsa ang pinaka-simpler nga equation sa ilaha. So, si n man. Next is, substitute nimo si y as vx. So, tanan y diri substitute nimo as vx, tas tanan dy substitute nimo as v dx plus x dx. Then, the equation would become, so now, ato nang i-substitute ang value ni y, which is equals to vx, then ang value ni dy, v dx plus x dx sa kaninga equation. So x to the power of 2 minus xy plus y to the power of 2 times dx minus xy dy is equals to 0. So, substitute na din nato ang value. So, x to the power of 2 minus x, then y is equals to vx plus y to the power of 2, which is vx to the power of 2 dx minus x times vx, I mean dy ni siya. So, dy is v dx plus x dv is equals to 0. So, x squared minus x cubed vx cubed vx squared plus ito na lang pong i-distribute ang dx daan. Dx times dx plus v squared x squared dx minus, so may mo siyang v x times vx is vx squared times vx squared times v dx is v squared x squared dx plus x times vx is vx squared times x dv is x cubed vx cubed dv is equals to 0. So, sa kaning equation, mabantayan nato v to the power of 2 x to the power of 2 dx minus v to the power of 2 x to the power of 2 dx can be cancelled out. So, cancel out. Can be cancelled out. Can be cancelled out. So, ang mabilin kanina lang. So, we can rewrite this as x squared dx minus v x squared dx minus v x to the power of 3 dv. So, ang common sa ilang equation is x squared. So, we can eliminate x squared by dividing this equation by x squared. So, para mas simplify pa nato, ato siyang i-divide into x squared. So, ang mabilin dx minus v dx minus v x dv. I mean dv din siya. dv is equals to 0. So, next is common sa ila si dx. So, ipagawas na to si dx. Mahimo siyang 1 minus v minus vx dv is equals to 0. Or, we can write this equation into dx 1 minus v is equals to vx dv. Vx. So, i-transpose na to si negative vx dv sa pika. So, mahimong positive. So, muna din siya. And then, next step is we can separate x in terms of dx, then v in terms of dv. So, muna, musulod na din ang separable na gyapon. Variable separable na solution. So, ang mahitabo is mahimo ni siyang dx over x over dv over v dv over 1 minus v. So, next step is humanaman ta sa pag-separate sa duha ka terms, integration na dayon. So, integral of dx over x, integral of v dv over 1 minus v. So, dx over x is just equal sa ln of x. Is equals to v dv over 1 minus v. So, this equation, pwede natin siya ma-rewrite as integral of v dv negative v minus plus 1. So, next step is atong buhaton nga ang denominator same sa numerator. So, integral of ln of x (1 minus v plus 1) over v plus 1 minus 1 dv. So, v plus 1 minus 1 dv is just equal sa gyapon sa v. So, same lang gyapon na ang akuan. Then, ato dayong bulagon ang pag-integrate sa ilaha. Sa v dv, v plus 1 over v plus 1 dv minus dv over v plus 1. Sorry. So, proceed na to, no? Integral of dx over x is just equal sa ln of x. Then, equals sa pwede na to ang numerator same as ang denominator is same as numerator. So, we can write this as v minus 1 plus 1 over 1 minus v dv. So, equals ln of x we can decompose this integration by integral of v minus 1 over 1 minus v dv plus integral of dv over 1 minus v. Then, kaning v minus 1 over 1 minus v, pwede nato ni siya i-rewrite as, kung ipagawas na to sa negative, v minus 1 over 1 minus v sorry kung ipagawas na to sa negative 1 minus v over 1 minus v. So, kung ato ni substitute ang negative 1, so mura ni negative 1. Negative times negative is positive, so muning positive v. So, i-equate nato na siya, mahimura na siyang 1. So, negative 1 dv. So, integral of negative 1 dv is just equals to negative v. Plus, integral of dv over 1 minus v is just equals to ln of 1 minus v. Then, plus c. So, nanatay ln of x is equals to negative v plus ln of one minus v plus c. So, by this, pwede na to i-transpose ang ln of x sa pikas nga side. I mean, ang kaning negative b sa pikas nga side, then minus ln of 1 minus v is equals to c. Then by this, to eliminate ln, we can multiply this. We can set ln of x plus v minus ln of 1 minus v raised to the power of e. So, ln of x plus v minus ln of 1 minus v c can raise this to the power of e. Then c can raise to the power of e. So, using exponential rule, pwede nato ni ma-write ang e to the power of ln of x to e to the power of ln of x v ln of 1 minus v e to the power c. This would be negative e multiplied by e to the power of v, or we can set this as that na lang as multiplication. Then e raised to the power of multiplied to e raised to the power of negative ln 1 minus v is equals to e raised to the power of c. So, ang mabilin is x times e raised to the power of v minus times negative ln 1 minus v is equals to e raised to the power of c is just equals to c. Then afterwards, so e raised to the power of ln of x is just equals to x, thus e raised to the power of v is just equals to e raised to the power of v times e raised to the power of ln minus v is just equals to negative 1 minus v. E raised to the power of c is just equals to c, or we can rewrite this as x e to the power of v times v minus 1 is equals to c. Then e raised to v. Next is, x raised to the power of e to the power of v times v minus 1 is equals to c. Substitute din nato ang value ni v, where from the given equation y is equals to vx. Kung balikan nato diri, y is equals to vx. So if kuha nato si v is equals to y over x. Substitute the value of v, mahimo siyang x e to the power of y over x times y over x minus 1 is equals to c. So in this case, this would be the general solution of the homogeneous given, which is kani siya, x to the power of 2 minus xy plus y to the power of 2 dx minus xy dy is equals to 0. So to summary all, first nimo buhaton is need mo i-check ang degree if same ba sila sa tanan. So 2, in this case ang degree is 2, 1 plus 1 na degree sa x of y is equals to 2, then y squared na degree is 2, then x to the power of 1, y to the power of 1 is equals to 2 degree. Ang degree is 2. So in this case, makonclude nato na kani nga equation is homogeneous. Then next step is identify kung kinsa imong buhaton nga m og n. So if n is simpler, I mean ang equation nga in terms of dx is muna na siya imuhang m. Then ang equation nga contains dy muna na siya imong n. So if imo ding i-compare if kinsa ang simpler, ang m or ang n. So if makakonclude na ka, if n is simpler, muna imong i-conclude y is equals to vx, then dy is equals to v dx plus x dx. If m is simpler, so muna mo i-conclude x is equals to vy, then dx is equals to v dy plus y dv. Then next step is substitute nimo ang mga value sa y o sa dy. So mo day na siya, then i-simplify din nimo hantod pwede na day nimo sila ma-separate ang x in terms of dx ug ang v in terms of dv. Then afterwards, pag i-integrate din nimo siya, mubalik ka dito sa steps nga gibuhat nimo sa separable variables. Like i-separate nimo siya, pagka human nimo separate, imo din siyang i-integrate. After nimo i-integrate, makuha na din nimo ang imuhang general solution. Then if naapa na value ang imuhang x ug y, then makuha na din nimo imuhang particular solution. So in this case mo ni imuhang general solution.